Hey, I created this beautiful logo for my bike shop with Wix Logo Maker. Check it out.
No, fuck off. Just making sure I've got my script in front of me. Greetings, you disgusting scumbag, and welcome once again to this grubby old part of the internet where once a millennium the hamsters of the world unite and jerk off to the sound of the nicest propaganda video, only to be swept aside by an incoming tank as we next this virtual land in order to look upon our civilization with the same misanthropic tendencies as one of those sandplonkers on the tube who forms up ladies' skirts. I'm Liam Mousewicks, your guide through the pits of reality that we have sleepwalkingly created for ourselves, and my levels of sneering cynicism towards all matter down to a subatomic level would make even Jeremy Clarkson roll his eyes. But enough about me, and let's observe what fecal matter awaits us in the next however many minutes. Don't ask me how long this will take, I don't know, I haven't finished it yet. Takes as long as it takes, and anyway, you're so damn lazy you can't check for yourself. Ow. Anyway, imminently emerging from the sea of stuffed plastic, visions of horror and great trauma guaranteed to give you nightmares. Until you stop watching this video and forget about it completely, as you start doing other things, and the propaganda machines delude you into thinking that everything is fine and happy and joyful and alright and we can all get along, and human beings are naturally dominant and kind and not at all imperfect and self-interested. We're tolerant, loving creatures that certainly don't prioritise a tiny few at the expense of the majority!
Good morning, Britain.
But first, a look at the headlines from ITV breakfast show Good Morning Britain, who apparently claim to be
a weekday morning programme offering the latest information and covering what you should know to start your day before heading out the door and getting run over by a car.
Yes, thank you for that, Bob, but my audience can read.
Should girls and boys play sport together? We're going to debate the issue with sports broadcaster Jackie Oatley, who was furious when her 7-year-old daughter was told that she couldn't play football with the boys.
And the Queen of Latin Pop, Gloria Estefan, gets Richard on his feet to shake his booty and clear up any confusion over exactly how you say her name.
Wednesday, 10th of April, 2019. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Richard Madeley and Charlotte Hawkins.
Oh yes, we're a serious news programme. We talk about important issues in a serious, professional and authoritative way. We're very sombre, you know.
I like that.
I'm exhausted.
I've been to the gym. I think that's the way to start.
Check your boots, Charlotte. You must have done
6 in the
10,000
morning.
steps by now.
Yeah, racked it up already.
Yes, well anyway, on to the Middle East. Well, you didn't think we were going to let them off the hook, did you?
Why are we doing this, Dickie?
We're doing...
You may be aware that they do things differently in the ME, as I like to call it, and also that religion and politics are highly contentious issues that provoke mildly strong emotions and reactions amongst Middle Eastern porn filth. Sorry, I meant people! Both of these factors are evident in this clip from a genuine Jordanian news debate televised programme broadcast thingy, in which the panellists had a slight tiff and came up with an unusual method of resolving their conflict. Oh god, please, can we have the security guards on to break this up now? They've exposed the fact our set's made of cardboard and only half there. You know, we need to look premium, we can't have our low budget exposed. Searching the internet, because I had far too much time on my hands for my own good, I came across multiple examples of this sort of thing happening on Jordanian TV news, which makes me think that there's an official government requirement in Jordan for this kind of debate to end in a full-on manly brawl between civilised gentlemen. La 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 la, this recent revelation has led me to 2 significant conclusions. 1. Religion and the differences it creates between both individuals and nations has only led us to polarisation, and ultimately done us more harm than good. Hence, I believe we should abolish the concept of religious faith altogether, or at the very least have one religion for nostalgic believers. I personally don't see anything totalitarian, fascist or undemocratic about that. And 2,
from what we know now,
the format of Western TV debates is rather stale by comparison, and could do with livening itself up by taking a leaf out of Jordan's Quran. Although such a desecration of sacred text would probably trigger a diplomatic incident, but you know what I mean. Personally, I think Western TV debates have a long way to go before they can match or even exceed the likes of this.
Bearing in mind the fact that tens of thousands of wholly innocent men, women and children have died as a result of the invasion of Iraq. Tell me, Mr. Blair, how do you manage to sleep at night?
I don't suppose whatever I'm going to say is going to convince you of this.
I welcome comments and discussion. Meanwhile, if it's alright with you, I'd like to deliver a passionate, optimistic, positive and rousing speech about how there is no hope whatsoever left for mankind.
We like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind.
Alright, Justin, just because you won an election recently, you smug git. Our entertainment industries and culture act very well as a microcosm of our wider world and society as a whole, so hence it should therefore thus be a matter of grave concern that said culture is now at a shite on shit, or shit on shite, whichever you prefer. Anyway, it used to be that TV programmes educated us on what made up the cosmos and the wonders of the universe, and posed really big philosophical questions about why we exist, and what it means to be human. Incidentally, this is what to be human actually means. There we go. Hope that clears things up for you. You see, nowadays, people like to watch this utter codswallop.
What's up, guys? It's Lou from Unbox Therapy, and I am extremely excited to take a closer look at this product in front of me right here, the classic, the legendary McDonald's Happy Meal. Now, I've opted for the cheeseburger option for the purpose of this unboxing, as well as a chocolate milk. To me, that represents the best value in the world of Happy Meals.
Because the burning question I have on my mind right now is not how close we are to curing cancer, or what we can and should do to combat climate change. No, more important than that is what I should expect to find in my Happy Meal, other than maggots and sick.
Around, you guys better grab one real quick.
Furthermore, in the olden days of yesteryear, writers were exploring the human condition in leaps and bounds, with thought-provoking, awe-inspiring and cock-raising prose and poetry, such as, "O solitude, if I must with thee dwell, let it not be among the jumbled heap of murky buildings. Climb with me the steep, nature's observatory, whence the dell, its flowery slopes, its river's crystal swell, may seem a span. Let me thy vigils keep amongst boughs pavilioned, where the deer's swift leap startles the wild bee from the foxglove bell. But though I'll gladly trace these scenes with thee, yet the sweet converse of an innocent mind, whose words are images of thoughts refined, is my soul's pleasure, and it sure must be almost the highest bliss of humankind, when to thy haunts two kindred spirits flee." Nowadays, the modern equivalent of Keats is Michael Rosen.
We sit down to eat, and the potato's a bit hot, so I only put a little bit on my fork and I blow till it's cool, just cool, then into the mouth. Nice. And there's my brother, he's doing the same.
How challenging.
Cool,
how
cool,
profound.
into the mouth.
And also, he's a supporter of Jeremy Corbyn. To let your mental food go down and allow you to ponder what you've just heard, here is a heartwarming musical interlude. The beautiful piano piece Serenade Solo, or Serenade on the Water, by Jacques Ibert. God, no, not Extinction Rebellion, no, not the people who take pride in blocking commuters and cancer victims from getting to where they need to go simply because they may be living the wrong lifestyle, and we're apparently 20 years from burning to death, and we all need to stop flying, and burn all cars in 5 years' time for it to survive, because that's not an unrealistic target at all, is it? Honestly, to hell with these entitled wankers. Oh, and my favourite band, Orbital, have endorsed these irrational, intolerant, self-righteous hippies who actually want a violent anarchist revolution in which, according to their founding member, some people might die in the process. But that's okay! Honestly, we might as well give up all hope now. This is the nadir, my friends. This is the nadir! Right, I'm off to go and vomit in a toilet in disgust now. I hope to see you again soon for another brief period of world forking, but if you have been affected, offended, raped, strangulated or asphyxiated by any of the issues raised in this video, good, it proves you are paying attention! But seriously kid, dial the number on screen now. This number will provide you with pre-recorded information on how to cope with your traumatic experience, and it's certainly not the number for a Swedish prostitute I found on the side of a telephone kiosk and decided to use because I thought it would be funny to embarrass you further, because I'm an uncharitable bastard. But seriously viewer, in case you haven't realised, I am an uncharitable bastard. I even wrote a song about my iniquity to be played specifically over the end credits. Listen to this! I'm an uncharitable bastard. I'm an uncharitable bastard. I'm an uncharitable bastard. I'm an uncharitable bastard. I can't play the keyboard properly. I hate all dogs and I hate all cats and I hate all humans and Muslims and Jews and everyone in between. I hate all keyboards and CDs and magazines. Yes, I hate everything. I hate it all. I hate it all. I hate it all. I hate it all.